welcome back to Better in Green Live. It's been a little absence, but we are back talking some ball, talking some puck, and talking some, I guess, baseball as a ball as well. But I'm back with Ethan. I've seen Ethan, if you guys aren't following either of us, but primarily Ethan, he's been posting a lot on Twitter recently. I know he took a little hiatus, but he is back in action on Twitter, hitting from what I'm seeing, way more than losing. So our handles are right under our name here. I'm Worst Bets. Ethan is at eBainbridge26. So make sure you do follow us along on Twitter. But we just wanted to talk a little bit. It is we're back in the lives, and it's a kind of a decent time of sports right now. We got MLB in full swing, and then we got NBA and NHL. Playoffs going on all in round one, but they're very entertaining. So after this, it's going to get a little sparse, but we figured we would get on live right now. Asker's back in the chat. What's up, man? It's been a while. Glad to finally catch you live. Yeah, we've been a little MIA, so I'm glad you caught us on the live we're here for. But I'm here with Ethan, and again, Ethan is the hot hand right now, so I'm going to have him control most of the games in the talk right now. We do have, like I said, full slate of baseball tonight, and then just 2 games in NBA as well as 2 games in NHL hockey. So, Ethan, welcome. How you been doing? I know you left your job, so you're back. It looks like maybe a little more focused on sports, which is great to hear. But how you been? If you are job hunting, how's life been going?
Yeah, funny how that works to dial in on the sports betting. I'm starting to hit everything again when I was ice cold for about 9 months. So, yeah, it's been decent. Had kind of an interview last week. Turns out I wasn't qualified for the position, so it was just more of like a meet and greet type deal. But no, it's good. I've gotten to focus a lot. Allie and I have been doing ton of housework, so getting the house cleaned up, ready for summer. Obviously, yeah, the betting. I've been getting to do better in green more. I've posted a couple videos looking to get back into the writing, which I've been MIA from for a long time. So it's good, but obviously gonna need some money here eventually. So we'll see how long we can last. But yeah.
Yeah, make sure you guys do. I saw Ethan posted a video today, and Ben is posting a whole bunch of player things over on our blog on our website, bettergreen.com. Again, all player profiles. Ben is big into fantasy football. So anything fantasy football related, draft related, NFL related, Ben is our guy, and he's posting a lot over there. So make sure you guys do see all that content over at Better Green. Ethan, Ben's in the comments. Got to see these NHL leans. That's a great point. I was just talking pre-show. Ben, I've been taking Cale Makar for the Avalanche to have 3+ points every game. Don't know if I'm going to bet it tonight, which means Cale is at least going to get 2, possibly 3, probably 4 points tonight. So that's what we got. Asker, I've been great, man, and it sounds like Ethan's been doing all right. How have you been? That's a real question.
Yeah.
Ethan, what do you want to start? What sport? You got 3 sports to pick from here.
You want to start MLB? We'll just rifle through that.
Let's do it.
And get to the series.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Do the Tigers have the best record in the AL?
They do.
What the hell is going on? I saw it's their best home record. They're 13-3 at home. I think it's the best home record since 1911.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
I think that's back when Babe Ruth was smacking the ball around. So crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of Babe Ruth, I just got to say really quick because I was like just intrigued by extremely long home runs the other day, a week ago or so. And like the longest one recorded nowadays is like, I don't know, mid 400s or something. Rumor has it that Babe Ruth was smacking 600 footers left and right, which I don't understand. I can't even fathom it. I just thought that was weird. I mean, 100 years ago, a guy's hitting the ball 100 feet further than what we're doing today. Like, how's that even possible?
Yeah, I think, again, I don't know anything, but I know the fields were shorter, the stadiums were shorter back then. So maybe if it just goes that far over the bleachers, they're just like, well, I guess that went 600 feet.
Right.
I still kind of feel that way in MLB. You know, when someone smacks something way out there and it hits a building or hits a sign or something, they're like, yeah, that thing went 550 feet. Did it though? Or are we just projecting because they hit a wall at 380 feet? You know, like,
right.
I don't know. Maybe that's the case. They went over the stadium. They're like, yeah, the only way that's possible what 600 feet. But
Right.
yeah, I would call bullshit on that. But I
I think
also
so
think
too.
Babe, what is he? 6'3", 300 pound, 40-year-old alcoholic. But um, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to hard to compare players from 100 years ago. But yeah, MLB. Sorry, a little tangent there. MLB Tigers are amazing. 1911 best start. What do you got? I know you. I didn't get a chance to look at your video yet, but what do you like in baseball today?
Yeah, I'll quick just speak on the video, but yeah, basically just gonna try to do a daily series of just like 2 or 3 games a day. It's gonna be less than 10 minutes because that's all my little camera app allows me to record anyway. So um, we'll see. I'm gonna try to make it a daily thing. We'll see. I have a tendency to kind of trail off on that, but um, one down. I mean, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, just give out 3 plays in that. I'll just touch on them here. Um, I lean the Yankees minus 130 on the money line. Basically, all 3 of these games I'm going to touch on. You have the road team playing their first game on the road, the home team playing their first game back home after a road trip. So I like that angle going back to last year. Um, basically, I'm down on the Orioles. I'm a little bit down on the Yankees as well, but not as much as the Orioles. I think the Orioles are going to be one of the bottom feeder teams this year. But basically, the reason I'm not playing this, it does look like Yankees are obviously public as they always are. And the line's not really moving. The line's pretty fishy. I would expected this to be like minus 150 or minus 160. So line just seems too good. So probably is. So I'm not going to touch the Yankees, but it is a lean. Um, and then really for the same 2 reasons, I'll just breeze by these. And I bet the Cardinals plus 111 on the money line. Um, same thing with the situation of first game on the road against the Reds, first game back home. And then I'm also seeing the Reds are getting like 66% of the tickets. Line has moved against them. Um, so it looks like Cardinals are the sharp side there. And then I like the A's. I took them, I did half unit on first 5 money line, half unit full game money line. Same situation. Texas has the worst hitting in the league right now, at least run scored wise. I think they've only put up 7+ runs 1 game of the year. Um, I think I saw in the last 5 or 7 games, they haven't had more than 3 runs. And then you have Patrick Corbin on the mound, who has done well this year,
Pass.
but yep,
It's my national. I bet
he's
against him
due.
every game last year. It's terrible.
Exactly. He's due to have an absolute stinker of a game. I bet against him last week, and he actually looked well or looked good. But yeah, prefer the A's pitching matchup. Prefer the situation. So I did half on the 0.5 just to really isolate Corbin there, but wanted to play the full game as well.
I like it. So that's A's, Cardinals, and lean on Yanks.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually would lean the Astros today against the Tigers. It does go against that situation, but I just think the Tigers are feeling pretty good about themselves. So, and it does look like there's a little sharp money on the Astros.
Yeah, the Tigers might be feeling a little good about themselves. I would have to agree. And I think they, again, 13-3 at home. That means they are, quick math here, 5-7 on the road. So
Yep.
below 500 on the road. Yeah, I don't hate that one bit. Yeah, I might jump in again. I've been doing really small bets, all in parlay form. Again, not a smart way to bet, but I'm only throwing like $5 at a pop. So yeah, maybe I'll have to get involved on some straight bets. Tail the hot hand of Ethan here. Ben says, regards to Babe Ruth, he was playing against bankers, and the guys measuring only had 100-foot tape measures. That sounds about right. That sounds
True.
about right there. Yeah, it goes way past 100 tape foot tape measure. There's like, oh yeah, that definitely went 5 tape measures. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
You probably had Babe at the bar. He was probably 10 deep when he hit the home run, and then 20 deep by the time he was telling the story. He's like, yeah, that thing towered 600 feet over right over center field. So that's probably where that derived from.
Yeah, yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's no way he was doing that back then with that technology or with the technology we have now. Granted, the pitchers are probably throwing 40 miles per hour, but
Right.
yeah, yeah. So I like it. I'll probably yeah, I mean, don't twist my arm. I do like the A's quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're a fun team. They spank the ball with Rooker, Soderstrom.
Yep.
Um, Those I love watching those guys. So yeah, I'm there. I faded Patrick Corbin last game, did not work out, but I'll probably be back on that train today.
I like the A's too, just because the public looks at the A's from the last like 2 or 3 years when they were absolute dog shit. Which clearly, like you just mentioned, they're not this year. So I do think you're always getting a little extra value on the A's too this year, at
Yeah,
least for now.
yeah. Rockies still suck, but the A's are a fun team.
Yeah.
I love it. What do you want to transition to now? Uh,
Either one, you tell me.
okay, let's go NHL first. Because I do have a couple leans here actually. And again, it's more on the Avalanche Stars game as opposed to this Lightning Panthers. But we got at 7 Eastern time. We have Tampa Bay against Florida. That series is at 2-1 Florida. This is back at Florida in this game. Tampa Bay just won game 3, 5-1. I, I have a really tough time with these two teams, to be honest. I think Tampa Bay gets a good rep because of their history, but Florida, I think they're going a little under the radar, which I don't know how is possible. Are they the defending champs?
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of seems I think they've been the favorite in every game here, but I think Florida bounces back here, and I think they win this one. Ultimately, I think this game goes to 6. I think they win this. Tampa Bay wins next game at home, and then Florida closes it out back at home in game 6. But yeah, I'll probably take Florida minus 140. That's my lean on that game. How about you?
You got me still?
Yeah, you got me.
All right. Yeah. My internet just flickered a little bit, so I think you were saying you think this game's going to 6, but Florida's going to close out.
Yeah, I think Florida's going to win the series, but and I think they win this game. But I ultimately think Tampa Bay wins Game 5 and it goes back to Florida where they win Game 6. But for this game, like I said, I think Florida wins it. I know Tampa Bay, like I said, just won 5-1. I think it's good odds, minus 140 at home for Florida. I'd probably take that. I think those odds are a little lower than what they should be just because of that recent 5-1 loss.
Yeah, I also don't have a great feeling on these two teams, but to be honest, I would lean, and I think I might end up playing Tampa. And my reasoning is mostly because I thought Tampa was going to win the series coming in. So obviously going down 3-1 is going to be tough for them to win the series. And you're getting a plus price on a team that just won at Florida. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, but I still kind of think Tampa wins the series. If they're going to win the series, they probably they don't need this game, but they pretty much need this game. So
Yeah.
for that reason, I might play Tampa. I hit them on a plus price on their last game too, so I guess I could be playing on house money if I look at it that way, but I might play Tampa.
Yeah, it's a tough series for me. I don't have a great read on that. In that second NHL game, we have the Avalanche and the Stars. This is Game 5, series tied 2-2. Back at Dallas. Colorado's my team to win it all. Haven't been overly impressed with them. Dallas they're good. I just don't think they're as good as they were. I kind of like Dallas to win this game. It's plus money. It's at home. Colorado also has been favored in every game this series. But Colorado, I really think they struggle just pulling out of these series. So, and I know Dallas has had their number in the playoffs the last couple of years here. So, I kind of like Dallas with the plus money. Again, with that being said, I'm probably not going to take any player props, which I've been loving. Like I said, the Kale McCarr bets. So it's probably going to be a Kale McCarr masterclass tonight. But I think Dallas at plus money is a little too good to pass up here.
Yeah, and I lean the Avs again, and it's literally the same reason as the Lightning. I also have the Avs winning the cup. I have a future on the Avs to win the series that I took when they were down 2-1. If they do lose tonight, I think you could still get you're gonna get a really nice price on the Avs to win the series. It's gonna be like 2.5 or 3-1, I bet. Or maybe not quite that good, 2-1. But yeah, I still think the Avs pull out of the series and win it. So basically for that, I'm not gonna bet this one because I do have that series winner future on them at plus 130. So I'll just root for the Avs in this game, but I do think the Avs win. But again, it's basically just because that's who I thought was going to win the series. So not a ton there for you, but
Yeah, basically all you guys got from that is it's a Kale McCarr masterclass tonight. So just take Kale and just know that I'm not taking it. I'm probably going to talk myself into it, which you don't want me to do, but I can't resist a good Kale prop. Is
yeah, I
there
was gonna
anything?
mention that too. If
Go
you're
ahead.
staying off Kale, that's like an automatic 4 goals for the
Yeah,
Avs. So I mean,
yeah.
the Stars are gonna have to put up 5 to have any shot of winning. So
Yeah, that's facts. Is there anything in the NHL playoffs that are screaming out to you a little bit in these series? The series are all pretty solid, except Capitals Canadians is 3-1, Senators Maple Leafs is 3-1, Devils Hurricanes is 3-1. I know you're a big Kings guy. Kings Oilers is now all tied up after the Kings. I believe they dominated the first two. Yeah, they
yep.
did dominate the first two, lost the last two. Then Vegas and Minnesota is an interesting matchup. I thought Vegas was going to roll here, to be honest, but Minnesota is holding their own. So, anything in the rest of the games not played tonight that are any futures or any predictions of what's going to happen at the end of round one?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Leafs and the Canes both close out their series tomorrow, and if they don't, I mean, they're going to win. I do have a future. I took the Canes to win their series, parlayed with Winnipeg to win theirs. So Winnipeg is now 2-2 after starting up 2-0. So need Winnipeg to win, and then I also have the Kings at plus 115 to win that series. So yeah, last night kind of hurt, um, but I do still think the Kings win. They have the best. They're the best team on home ice this year. They still have home ice advantage with 3 games left. And the 2 games that the Oilers have won, they've really kind of stolen from them. So I think the Kings have dominated the series. They just, McDavid and company are making plays literally at the last second, like they did last night. So I'm hoping for the Kings, hoping for the Canes, hoping for Winnipeg. I think Canes and Leafs are going to close out. I think Golden Knights are probably going to win the next 2 or win it in 7. Um, yeah, I don't think there's really going to be any shocks. Capitals are going to probably close theirs out. Um, yeah, I honestly think the 2 games we have tonight are going to be the 2 series that could potentially go to 7 and kind of be a coin flip.
It's crazy to me still that Avalanche and Stars is a round one matchup. That seems like it's a Western Conference final match. The
Tampa
fact we get that round one.
and
Yeah,
Florida too,
Tampa,
I think.
Florida.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
Ben's in the comment. My team, the Blues, eliminating his pick to win it. The Jets would be pure comedy. I
yeah. I
believe
mean,
that's your two teams there. But
that was the kiss of death for Winnipeg when I put him in a parlay. I haven't hit a
yeah.
parlay since probably 2022.
All right, that brings us to NBA, where we got a stinker of a game in Cavs Heat, and then Rockets Warriors, which should be a decent game here. And also with the NBA, shout out our Pistons' first win since 2008. That was before the Pope was in office. So the Pope became the Pope and died as the Pope before the Pistons won a playoff game. So shout out to the Pistons. They got robbed in Game 4 there. I don't know. They could easily be up 4-0. They they struggle pulling out of games. It's probably because they're young. It's hard to stop Brunson, and then if Cat scores like he did in Game 4, it's nearly impossible to stop them. But I think the Pistons will give it a good shot. I don't know if they can win in Game 5, but if they win Game 5, I think it goes to Game 7. So disappointing game for the Pistons. But do you have anything to say about that or the 2 games tonight? I am not going to bet Cavs Heat. The way this Cavs team's going, you might as well just take Cavs spread. They've been absolutely dominating, I believe. Yeah, they've been crushing the Heat. Um, Kind of makes me want to take the Heat, but I'm not going to bet that game. And then Rockets Warriors, I'm always a sucker to try to bet the Rockets, but I do think the Warriors probably win and cover at home tonight. How about you?
Yeah, yeah. Touch on the Pistons. I'm still waiting on the sports books to void my bet because of BS. Yeah, I lost the Pistons by a point yesterday. I lost the Lakers spread by the hook, so I was just kicking the nards for sure. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's no secret that I've been anti NBA for as long as you've known me, and many years before that. But they have this little playoff run has like got me hook, line, and sinker into this NBA playoff. So thankful for that, if nothing else. Even if they lose the series, I plan on actually following along with the Pistons. I'm a little bit fair weather, and I don't care about saying that. Um, so yeah, at least it's probably brought me back into the Pistons and maybe even the NBA a little bit, even though it is still very hard to watch the first half because
It's a tough watch. Like I said, I hate the NBA. Not quite as much as you, but I despise it. And I've been
yeah,
trying to watch Pistons games. It's almost unbearable for me. Like it's not
the fourth
fun.
quarter is fun.
Fourth quarter's fun, but like it's so bad.
Yeah, it's like college. Like if you hit a three 5 minutes into the game, it's like that's a big shot. Like
Yeah.
we need that could go a long way. NBA, you could be down. I mean, like the Pistons yesterday, we're down what 14 or 16 early, and I was just like, kind of sucks, but like probably doesn't mean anything, and surely it didn't. They came back and we're up by 11 in the fourth, so yeah, the first half is tough. I mean, it's just it doesn't matter who's making what; that's gonna all come back usually. So, but yeah, I'll try to be more of an NBA Pistons fan next year for sure. And I think the Tigers playoff run did the same thing for me last year, so just need the wings to buy or to suck me back in. Um, yeah, same thing. Cavs Heat. I can't bet that game. I would lean the Heat, um, but I also you don't know what you're going to get from the Heat. Are they just thinking that there's no way they're going to win the series? I don't think has an NBA team ever come back from down 3-0? I don't think they have.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're not going to. I mean, there's no chance they win. So you just don't know if they're kind of ready to get it over with. Cavs probably win. If they don't, they're going to win in Game 5. So I'm going to leave that alone, and I think I'm going to end up betting the Rockets plus the points.
Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, I kind of like it as well. That over unders 202. Wow. Or 203 something.
Also, actually, the main reason, the push to get me on the Rockets, Jimmy Butler is back. So it's that injured player theory.
Ooh,
Get your
I like that.
one of your stars back. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
heard
there.
that he was not even just in pain. He was like actually struggling to move with that little back injury or whatever, pelvis injury, whatever he suffered. Um, so I can't imagine he's going to be as effective as normal. So yeah, I like the Rockets quite a bit. And to me, that's also kind of a coin flip series. So if that holds true, they're going to have to win here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna be on the Rockets. Damn it. Not looking forward to that, but that's gonna be unfortunately my bet there. Do you have anything else that you like? Any other games you want to touch on? What is that sound? Any other games you want to touch on, or any other NBA series you want to talk about? Did Dame tear his ACL or his Achilles?
I think he did.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We got two NHL props here. We got from Poe Degen Stoner. What is up, brother? Bennett point prop minus a 111 on FanDuel. I believe that's Sam Bennett for the Panthers.
Yep.
And then you got Nick Paul plus 220 and Sorelli plus 150. Is that
It's the
what is
Lightning.
that sound? It's my controller. 1 second. Gotta turn this controller off. I was wondering what that sound was. I'm just gonna put this in my backpack. The goddamn PS5 lets you talk through your controller. So I took my headset off and I was at a party and my controller's going off.
Dude,
So I
that's
can
hilarious.
still hear it, but whatever. God, that's loud as fuck.
Oh, it's hilarious. But yeah, sorry. Those last two were those goal props, Nick Paul and Anthony.
I'm gonna
Sorelli?
assume those are gold props because of the odds on that.
Yeah.
If those are point props, that's crazy.
Actually, they might be.
I took Nick Paul goal. Yeah, you might be. I took Nick Paul goal at plus 440 last. Give it a hit.
Yeah, so it's gotta
So
be
maybe
point.
those are points.
Let's see. Nick Paul is. Ooh, yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, much better on FanDuel than DraftKings. Plus 190 on Paul, plus 135 on Sorelli.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. It's probably a high score. Yeah, probably a high scoring game.
I like it.
Yeah, I think Dame tore his Achilles. Um, yeah,
That's
I don't
at
know.
3-1 Pacers. Knicks are 3-1 against the
Yeah,
Stones. Celtics are 3-1 against the Magic. Clippers are all tied. That's actually been a great series.
yeah, it has.
Um, Golden State, like I said, 2-1. And then 3-1 Timberwolves and Lakers. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Is the Mavs owner, is he right now? Is Luca just a fat piece of lard?
Might be. Dude, he struggled yesterday. I
Yeah.
thought from what again, I can't sit there and watch an NBA game like as intently as I can any other sport, even in the playoffs. But every time I'd look over and he was shooting, it's just like, oh God, please don't do that again. Or LeBron took a ridiculously stupid 3-point shot with, I think they're up 2 or up 1 with a minute and a half left, and it's like, dude, get that shit to Reeves. He's way better.
I loved Ant-Man going after LeBron. I loved it. And LeBron being a
Yeah,
little bitch.
yeah. Yeah, I was pretty emotional about that foul call. To be honest, I didn't even see it because I was watching the last lap of the NASCAR race where my 40-1 outright lost by a 12th of a second or some shit. It was a foul though, so
Yeah.
I didn't see it in the replays I had initially seen, so I couldn't even believe my eyes when I saw them shooting free throws. But once I went back on Twitter and saw it, I probably deserved to. Well, I didn't deserve to lose that. I think the Lakers deserve that win, but anyway,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. I hope the Pistons at least win Game 5 and at least give us a 6th game.
Yeah, I have there's a DraftKings promo. If you pick the player that scored the most points in round 1, you get a share of 2 million bucks. And I picked Brunson, which has been lights out 30 points each game. But fortunately, if it goes to 5, I'm gonna be screwed if a team goes to 7. So would
Right.
need that series to at least go to 6. Um or for like I think Giannis is 2. I don't know, it's probably gonna be Joker if that game keeps going back and forth.
Yeah.
Um, but Brunson, I think, would be a decent payday because the obvious choices were Brunson, probably Luca, Giannis. I mean, Brunson's
Joker.
probably up there,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I'm hoping to at least extend that series to 6. Like I said, if Detroit wins this game, I think it goes to at least 7, which would be fantastic. But
Yeah.
do you have anything else you want to talk about? If not, we can recap our bets. Also good for me because I got to write down what I'm gonna throw money on tonight.
Yeah, I guess my last question just I think it's pretty much consensus that probably Oklahoma City or Boston are going to win. Um who who would you pick of the two, or do you have another team that you're thinking might do it?
I can't take. I'm not like I'm going to take either, but I can't say OKC just because it's so. I mean, they've been number one all year. They're number one going in. They absolutely rolled Memphis, who I think was trash. Um, so I'm not. I can't say OKC. It goes against everything I believe in. Even it's not like the Celtics are that much better of a pick, but I would pick Celtics over OKC. But again, with how square the college basketball, the NFL has been, I would say just OKC and you're good to go there. But
Yeah.
I just can't get myself to say that out loud.
Yeah. The reason I ask, I have a future on Boston. I think I have Boston just to win outright. I have Boston to beat OKC in the finals. And then I have a crazy one kind of Boston to play Denver in the finals, which I think the Clippers are going to win that series. So I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, I still think Boston's the play.
Here's another question: are you taking the Lakers now to win the series down 3-1?
No.
What's the price on that?
See, my issue with the Lakers, and even when I was taking them plus 2.5 yesterday, I was like, I know I'm paying. Like, I know this isn't as full of value as it should be
Yeah.
because it's the Lakers.
Yep.
So let's see, series markets. The Lakers are plus 350 to win 3 games
See,
in a row. Yeah, I just
that should
don't like
be at
that.
plus 1,000.
Yeah,
I mean, how many? And I know LeBron's capable of 3-1 because he did it in the finals. But I mean, how many times does a 3-1 comeback happen?
right.
It's not that many. There's only one time in the finals, which was LeBron in what,
Yeah.
16, whatever year that was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just gonna be kicking myself when it hits, but
Right. Yeah. Exactly. 350 is going to look really good when they go out and win Game 5, and
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I might put $5 on it.
Yeah. Give you a rooting interest if nothing else.
yeah, yeah,
And
I
then they're
might.
going to lose by 40 in Game 5, and it's going to be.
yeah. God, I kind of like Ant Man though. He's probably my favorite non-Piston. I think.
I kind of like him too.
Yeah.
Let me see though. Okay, yeah, they're minus 230 in Game 5. It's interesting.
Lakers are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much are how much do you think the odds would be their money line every game?
See, that's what I'm thinking. If you roll it over, because you're gonna have 230 on them now, you're not gonna get that much of. They're gonna be a slight dog, like plus 105, plus 110 in Game 6, and then playing Game 7 back home, they're gonna be a favorite, probably minus 140.
Probably it's probably going to be close to the 2 again if they're back at
Yeah,
Game
it might
7.
be. It might. Yeah, it might be.
I don't know. I might get suckered into it. The year of
Yeah.
the square, unless I freaking take it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, let's recap real quick. I gotta go pick up my wife from work because that's pretty much all I'm capable of doing, being a taxi driver. MLB, what are you on again?
All right, yeah. So official plays I'm on are I have St. Louis money line plus 111, and then I have half unit on the A's first 5 money line minus 114, and the other half unit on A's full game money line minus 108.
I love it.
And then my leans would be the Yankees minus 130, but I would stay off the Yankees. I'm not even going to put that out there as a lean. Don't bet the Yankees. I would lean the Astros money line, but I'm not betting that. Go Tigers. And I actually like the nerfy Astros Tigers as well, but I'm not going to bet that either.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to get suckered into it. I'll take St. Louis with you, and then I'll snag those A's as well. I like the first 5 in case they bring someone in better than Corbin, which isn't that hard to do. Yeah, I'll be right there on those 2 baseball bets: Cardinals money line, A's first 5, and full game money line. I love it.
Love it. And then,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I don't have anything yet in NHL or NBA, but I'm almost certain I will be on the Rockets. I'm waiting for a 4. I have a 20% boost on MGM, so I'm hoping a 4 pops up on there because I know it's available elsewhere. But I'll probably end up taking a plus 4. I might just end up buying the half point because lines are pretty sharp in the playoffs, so I can justify that with a boost. And then I'll probably be on the Lightning.
Okay.
I feel like it's a coin flip. Getting a plus price, I might take that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rockets on the spread. I'll wait till game time. That's at 10 p.m. Eastern time, so you got a little bit of time to hopefully that line. It's not going to move towards Houston, and if it does, you just hammer Houston even more.
Right.
But I like that. I'm not going to have a bet on Cavs Heat. I would lean the Heat. I think I'm going to take the Heat. No,
Yeah.
no. I'm not going to. I'm not even going to watch. I don't even care to watch it, so I'm not going to bet that.
Me either.
Then NHL. Since my home run parlay looks like it's going to lose, I'll probably throw $5 on Kale on my free bet. But again, well, then that means Kale's going to suck. But yeah, I'm gonna look a little bit more into Kale's stats because he's bound to go off. He's had a terrible playoff in regards to the point category. He's played great. He's had a lot of shots, a lot of attempts. He probably had 5 legit attempts in game 4 to score. If not to get an assist. And as soon as he comes out, Tays comes in and gives McKinnon a lollipop to smack in. So he's playing well, just it's not showing up on the scoreboard. So he's going to go off one of these games. But I don't know if it's going to be game 4. But yeah, I like it. I might get back in, or I am going to get back into a little bit of betting here. So I'm just going to do half units.
Love it. Love it.
But it's going to be more than my traditional $5 plus 1,000 parlay. So yeah, gets me a little involved for tonight. Anything else you want to add before we sign off here? Like I said, or Ethan's been posting a new series over on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, quick little 5-10 minutes NBA picks. Ben's posting like crazy. Great info over on bettergreen.com over regards to NFL draft and player props or player bios and information on that. We will have a lot of fantasy football stuff coming up in the next couple months. We are a big fantasy football podcast, so make sure you guys do check that out if that's something you're interested in. NFL is king, and we're coming to that time of the year where NFL is back in the talks. But I appreciate you guys. Do you have anything to add before we sign off?
Yeah, Kentucky Derby Saturday.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that video. We're filming Wednesday night. So that'll be out Thursday morning, I believe. So tune into that. It's always a great video. Yeah, it's always fun. So tune into that. Also, this has a D on it. You'd think it's a Tiger shirt. No, this is my Shadur Sanders jersey. Browns. Let's go, baby.
Legendary, man. Legendary.
Yes, legendary.
Um,
Retire it.
Yeah, Kentucky Derby. Thank you for bringing that up. One of the favorite, our favorite videos of the year. Again, we try to do as much research as we can, but we are not sports trainers, sports bettors, or horse bettors, horse trainers. That's a whole different breed of people. But we will give you guys our best analysis, our best previews, our best picks on the Kentucky Derby. Are they going to be good? I don't know. I picked the winner last year. Did I bet it? No. But I picked the winner on the podcast. So make sure you guys do check that out coming up. But I appreciate you guys. Good luck tonight on all your bets, and make sure you stay tuned to Better in Green for more content coming on in the next couple weeks in all sports, especially when this season starts to slow down for MLB or for NBA and NHL. Make sure you check out our fantasy football stuff. But I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next live. See ya.